So, welcome, first upper intermediate class. It was just a warm-up, but this vocabulary came out, and I'm not sure I've got something like this on Facebook, so I'll just go through it very quickly. When you deny something, you basically said that you didn't do something or didn't say something. Somebody says, hey, you stole that, and you say, no, I didn't. Okay? You're basically saying you didn't do something that you're accused of. The direct opposite of that is to confess. When you confess to something, you then admit that you did something wrong, okay? Basically, somebody accuses you of doing something, you go, yes, it was me, I'm really sorry, okay? Confession is also what we do when we go to church on Sundays. We confess to the priest or whoever's in that little box. If something is bizarre, it's odd, it's weird, it's strange, cool. Frumpy, this is a word I don't come across very often in my life, but it basically means unfashionable. And to give you a bit more information, basically when something you are wearing makes you look bad in some way, it may make you look fat, or it just is quite ugly on you, it doesn't look good on you. And we looked at dressing up clothes, and I was just asking what another word for dressing up clothes was, and somebody knew it, fancy dress, absolutely. Here's something we're not allowed to do to our children anymore. We're not allowed to spank them or slap them or hit them with our hands or smack them. All of these words are synonyms of each other. A stub or a butt is just that bit of the cigarette that we don't smoke. We can also change this into a verb, and we can stub out our cigarette like that. So that one can be a verb as well as a noun. And a sin is something bad. That's the dictionary definition. Although, as I mentioned in the lesson, I heard that the direct Greek translation doesn't actually mean something that bad. It actually means when you aim at something and you miss your mark. That's what I've heard. Be interesting to know more information. Stefania, could you back up a bit? I just want to get to that board over here. I'm just going to go through the pronunciation of the day. I don't normally do this often on Facebook or on videos, but I'm just going to quickly go through the words because it's our first lesson. Have a listen. Signature. Cupboard. Basically, we don't pronounce the p sound there. Cupboard. Weird. This has got this ear sound in it. This is a problem that comes up so often. When we say I say, it's very easy because it's written and it's read and we can hear it, we can read it, it's easy. But as soon as we put it into the third person, it's not says, it's says. And it's the same for the past, said. Says and said. Remember the pronunciation of these. And once again, we have a regular verb that's come up. Have a listen. 95%, maybe even more, of regular verbs to get around any problems just end with a sound, and it needs to be strong so we can hear that you're talking about the past, because we can't always get it. And the opposite of admit is deny, or here we are, denied. Thanks.